Ladies, gents, welcome back to The Random. It's your host, SmallwoodWorldWide. We're back again with another video. And today, as you can see, we have the Apple Studio display in tow. We're about to give you our 60-second review. So let's get into it. First, for the Spec Mafia, let's throw it up. 5K Retina display, 27-inch screen, 600 nits of brightness, 100% coverage for the P3 wide color gamut. In addition to that, it's a 6-speaker system that supports spatial audio as well as Dolby Atmos. Of course, this system comes with one Thunderbolt 3 port and 3 USB-C ports. Also, the one Thunderbolt 3 port is a host for 96 watts of charging. With that said, let's get into the beauty of this screen. Ladies and gents, this is art. Now, first up, let's take a look at this. We're using an iPad Pro, all right, M1 edition, and I believe this is the future of iOS. So I'm using the Studio display with the M1 iPad Pro. As you can see, currently it still has both bars on the side, which is fine. It does expand when you watch videos, which is great. We'll show you a bit of that. But first up, let's just take a look at this. Those colors are 1-to-1, all right? We know the Studio display comes color calibrated out of the box. Much appreciated. Shout out to Apple there. Also, you can pick this Studio display up at apple.com, Best Buy, anywhere where tech is sold. Let's take a look at this. Look how smooth this is. Do you see that? I mean, it literally is 1-to-1. With that being said, let's take a look at some sound. Let's hear some of these speakers.
I'm addicted. I love you to death. Tear my heart about my chest. Kind of wish we never met. You know I love you to death.
Yo, shout out to TOD and friends. Amazing track there. Now, one of the great things I love about this, the speakers are great. They sound incredible, all 6 of them. But let's go here. We're just going to switch to a different song, right? Now, because we don't want to get hit with the copyright strike, we're going to lower the volume. Let's take a look at this. How cool is that? Lyrics on the screen, a little karaoke during the day while you're working or what have you. It's absolutely beautiful and stunning. Now, let's take a look at some of the other features here that make the Studio display absolute art. So next up, let's take a look. You can always edit video on this, as you know, not just with the M1 Ultra or your MacBook Pro, but with your M1 iPad Pro. Here I am in LumaFusion. Again, everything just goes buttery smooth, but we've come to expect that these days from Apple. And I'm telling you right now, the camera does it no justice. This is absolutely stunning to look at. Let's move on. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at some entertainment. Let's go to Apple themselves, a little Apple TV Plus here. You're watching this unveiled in real time. Let's go to some of the originals. Once again, let's just take a look here. If we happen to click on Ted Lasso, we'll hit play again. Make sure the sound is down. As you can see, well, maybe you don't see on your end, but it'll tell you that TV is connected. Something to keep in mind there as we head towards WWDC coming up in June. Take a look at that. A little bit of the Magic Johnson documentary and other features from Apple. We're going to skip that. Look at this. You go from work to a little bit of play. So I guess other monitors aren't the only one to do this. And take a look at that. Nice color. Everything is absolutely gorgeous there. Let's move on. If you had that feeling that you'd be missing out with a little bit of desktop action, have no fear. As you can see, you can cruise just like a regular desktop here with the iPad Pro. Typing comes in handy if you already have the Magic Keyboard. Again, another amazing use for the Apple Studio display. A win-win. So, in closing here for our 60-second review, this Apple Studio display that's made of aluminum, an absolutely boss level 27-inch high gloss screen, 5K, all right? Anything that you could do with your Mac, I could probably do a bit better in my estimation with the iPad Pro. Look at that, multitasking at its finest once again. We don't know what's gonna happen here at WWDC. But I tell people all the time, who is this display for? Anybody who wants to have the best of the best. As you look at this screen, as you look at this Studio display, imagine yourself editing photos, Picture yourself rolling, editing videos, And most certainly, picture yourself kick back, relax after a long day of hard work, enjoying a little bit of creative content, whether it's Apple TV Plus, Hulu, Netflix, whatever you're into. Take advantage of this gorgeous display. Studio display, it's an absolute win. Top of the line, top of the food chain. I'm happy to be wrong about it because I didn't know how great it was and wasn't going to be in comparison to some of the other devices I've used. But I'm happily in love with the Apple Studio display. And again, it has 64 gigs of on-space storage. Just keep that in mind. Ladies and gents, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you like the Apple Studio display? Have you thought about using it, thought about getting it? Are you still waiting on it to arrive? Listen, whatever it is, in all cases, I'm telling you right now, it's a major go. I'm not going to show you the camera. I will tell you that with the update, the camera has greatly improved. And if you are in regular lighting situations, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Apple Studio display, major win. We'll see you in our next edition of The Random. Peace.